This is a World News Australia US election special.
Good morning and welcome to our broadcast of the first US presidential debate. I'm Anton Enus, and with me is Harry Melkonian, Senior Lecturer at the US Studies Centre at the University of Sydney. In a moment, we'll be crossing to Denver, Colorado, where President Barack Obama and Republican contender Mitt Romney will face off. Veteran PBS anchor Jim Lehrer, a well-known face to SBS viewers, will steer the debate, which will focus on domestic issues with heavy emphasis on the economy. SBS Online is streaming the debate. You can join our conversation at our website or on Twitter. You see the hashtag there, SBS Debate. There's, of course, a lot at stake for both candidates. Barack Obama has a narrow lead in the polls, but that stubbornly sluggish economy is dogging his campaign. For Mitt Romney, today could be make or break, as he still hasn't recovered from his damaging 47% remark. I think we're just about ready to go to the University of Denver, in preparation for the first presidential debate. But while we have a moment before we go to Jim Lehrer there, Harry, what are your expectations? Is this really make or break for Mitt Romney?
I'm not sure that isn't an overstatement. I think it is important for him. I think he has got to somehow convey an impression of friendliness to the American people. He's got to get away from being the Wall Streeter, and he hasn't done it yet. What
about Barack Obama? Is it basically steady as she goes? Is that the tactic?
I think that's very important for him. He has to be cautious, and the president.
We saw an interview earlier today on CNN, Michelle Obama, the First Lady, talking about the prospect of the debate. Incidentally, it's their 20th wedding anniversary today, so quite an interesting way to spend your wedding anniversary. But she refused to criticize him in any way. So it seems to me that kind of do no harm seems to be the main focus of their tactic at the moment.
I think that's playing it by the book, and I think it's the right thing to do.
So from Mitt Romney's point of view, to use a boxing analogy, I mean, this is really like the world heavyweight boxing title fight, isn't it? So you don't think that he needs to kind of land a really, really big blow?
No, I don't think he has to do that. I don't think he's able to do that against Barack Obama. So I don't think he'll try. I think he wants to go the distance.
And yet he is a pretty good debater himself. I think one tends to portray him as a kind of wooden performer, but in fact he's quite an impressive debater.
He's very quick on his feet. He is a good debater, but he has to appear friendly.
Okay, I think we have Jim Lehrer talking to us now, so let's go straight to the University of Denver.
One vice presidential are sponsored by the Commission on Presidential Debates. Tonight's 90 minutes will be about domestic issues and will follow a format designed by the Commission. There will be 6 roughly 15-minute segments with 2-minute answers for the first question, then open discussion for the remainder of each segment. Thousands of people offered suggestions on segment subjects or questions via the internet and other means, but I made the final selections, and for the record, they were not submitted for approval to the Commission or the candidates. The segments, as I announced in advance, will be 3 on the economy and 1 each on health care, the role of government, and governing, with an emphasis throughout on differences, specifics, and choices. Both candidates will also have 2-minute closing statements. The audience here in the hall has promised to remain silent. No cheers, applause, boos, hisses, among other noisy, distracting things, so we may all concentrate on what the candidates have to say. There is a noise exception right now, though, as we welcome President Obama and Governor Romney.
Jim.
Gentlemen, welcome to you both. Let's start the economy, segment 1, and let's begin with jobs. What are the major differences between the two of you about how you would go about creating new jobs.